race here. Tiki King has the race lead. Eric Ashley in the number 84 looking to make the pass on the 73 of Christian Foley. And Ashley has moved up to the second place position. The key is you have to hit the car that is in front of you that you're making the pass on, whether it just be a brush, a side swipe, or a bumper hit. You must make contact as Eric Ashley in the 84 looking to make the pass on Tiki King. And there's the contact. King's going to get sideways. And King keeps it going. And Eric Ashley is your race leader. Now you got to be careful also because you don't want to put yourself in a position where your own tire could possibly get lacerated by a bumper or a sharp piece of metal. Eric Ashley continues to lead in the 84th. Then it is the 73 of Christian Foley. Andrew Malley of Washington running in third, and Tiki King is rounding into the field in the fourth place position. Eric Ashley slowing down a little bit in the back stretch as now possibly Christian Foley might have something to say for the race lead. They're going to be coming for the white flag. Did Foley make contact? Eric Ashley, though, out in front of the rest of the field, looking to bring home the checkered flag here in the backwards portion. And oh no, Christian Foley losing control of the backstretch. And Foley is going to get in the backstretch wall. Eric Ashley, though, is going to pick up the victory. And it's going to be Andrew Malley. Oh my, almost a little bit of a collision on the victory lap. And it looks like Tiki King in the W3, excuse me, the W30 will come in third, followed by the 73 of Foley. So that was the first portion. And so they're going to come out at turn number 4. Going to get on the heavy foot, and we're going to get underway. Christian Foley going to go for second. And there's Eric Ashley with the contact. Now going to try and make the pass on Andrew Malley. For second place is Christian Foley. Continues to lead in the 73. Eric Ashley makes the pass on the high side. Can he make it work? Yes, he will. And Ashley up to second. He's looking to sweep this thing, the paint to pass portion, I should say. As the 73 Christian Foley leads, Eric Ashley though making the closing in on second. Here comes Ashley. Ashley in the 84, trying to make the pass. Well, he's got to make the contact, I should say. There's the contact. Still contact. And Christian Foley holding on to the race lead, though. Christian Foley going to the white flag. One more time around, and things are definitely going to get interesting here. As it's do or die time, Eric Ashley and Ashley. Got to get Foley sideways. In the 3, and coming out of 4, Ashley keeping it under control, and Eric Ashley will win the fourth portion. Second place is going to go to the 49, and Andrew Malley finishing second in both races. And Christian Foley getting it restarted, and he's going to come across the line, and he will finish in third. Fans late arrival, simply just known as Slater. In not necessarily the biggest truck that we have here, but and then we'll be able to start the clock. 2 laps around the course. And here we go. All right, we're underway. Now this is probably our most biggest and powerful entrant this afternoon as he makes it through the salon nicely. Gonna make the wide right turn and is gonna go through the bumps. Let's see how he's gonna handle the jumps in the back portion of the course. Now through the mud pit. This is where it's really hung some cars up. A lot of power coming from this truck as he's looking to complete lap number 1. Currently about at 40 seconds right now as he's going to get the white flag and going to make it through the salon. So about 45 seconds on that first lap for Slater. As another hard right turn, probably one of the most difficult turns of the entire course. If not just coming off the mud pit, that's a pretty tight turn to the right. And through the mud pit, Slater will go for the second time. And he's got to cross the start-finish line. Once he passes that, that's when the clock will stop. And Slater is going to come out of the final turn and come down the front stretch in 1 minute and 22 seconds. How about it, race fans, for Slater, our first competitor, is starting.
Why did I go jumping his little truck and drive around? You up there? Go ahead.
Randy Cole making the hard right turn, a little bit of some squealing, but he's able to keep it going. It's the jumps that during practice, some of the competitors were a little on the hesitant side, but some of that practice, they may, now that they're on the clock, may be going for the gusto. As coming around for the first lap, a really good time so far, and it's about 34 seconds on the first lap. So all is well, about a minute 8 we're looking at, but let's see how the second lap will handle for Randy Cole. And being told by the officials, did miss the first tire, so it will be a 5-second penalty. As Randy Cole, race fans, comes out the final turn, and the time is going to register at 1:02, but that will be a 1:07 with the 5-second penalty. This is Dave Tucker from Marcola, the DT Machine, Sky Manufacturing, Springfield Auto Recyclers entry. This guy was pretty quick. You wouldn't think so in practice, but he was one of the quickest cars. Let's see what he can do as Hedgie gets underway. By the way, during the off-season, this is a makeshift jungle gym for the kids in the backyard. That right turn, it can be a little bit mischievous sometimes. Currently, Randy Cole is the time to beat at 1:07. Let's see what Hedgie can do in the backstretch as Dave Tucker, the pilot from Marcola, looking to complete lap number 1 here. Makes it through okay, and it's going to be close. 36 seconds on the first lap for Hedgie. Can Dave Tucker take fast time away from Randy Cole? We're going to find out. Look at him just blister through the jumps. Sometimes that mud pit can really slow some of the guys down. Here he comes at 1 minute. 1 minute and 2. And it's going to be 1:05. And so that is your fast time so far. Dave Tucker, race fans, from Marcola, the Rhino, the most smallest and miniature of the entrants. This is James Etheridge of Cottage Grove. In the Todd's Cottage Grove Yamaha sponsored entry, he's going to get the green flag here. 1:05 is the time to beat. Now we said, do you want to go big and heavy, or do you want to go sleek and small? Etheridge rounding the turns quite nicely so far. And oh no, trouble. That's going to cost him.
He missed.
How's he going to handle the mud pit? Gonna have to make up some time, but he's on a pretty good time so far. 33 seconds, race fans. 33 seconds for lap number 1. James Etheridge of Cottage Grove.
Gets the penalty.
What can he do? This time, not having any issues as he makes it through the back chute, but it is quite a bumpy ride. He is at 55 seconds. Can he do it? 1:05 is what we're looking for. Coming across the line, 1:01. A little engine that could do it. As 1:01 is the time to beat so far. Next out is Tanton Swain of Dexter in the Dunk. That guy back there in the Rhino, my goodness, he about got upside down a couple of times. Here's Tanton Swain taken to the racetrack. Down the course, I should say. Hard right turn, gathers it up. Gonna go through the jumps. Swain knows what he's got to do. As he gets there in the back stretch in the mud pit. Tanton Swain, 30 seconds, race fans, for lap number 1.
Did he get anything? No? Okay.
Hasn't hit anything, so no penalties going to be assessed at this point so far. Can Tanton Swain beat 1:01? As he makes it through the mud pit, he's at 50 seconds. 50 seconds so far. Tanton Swain, 55. Can he do it? 1:01. Time to beat 59 seconds for Tanton Swain. Starts running, and here we go. Remember, he can't hit any objects, or you get a 5-second penalty. Slater making that hard right turn. Earlier in practice, some of the vehicles almost got to the Jersey barriers in turn 4. Slater makes his way through the jump. So far, so good. And through the mud pit. Looking at about 32 seconds here, as it looks like the storage container device is flapped open a little bit. And 42 seconds for lap number 1. Slater, and looked like a little bit of a touch of the Ute tire. Have to check to see if that's going to teeter his time at all. 1 minute and 22, remember, was his first lap. Or I should say his first run in round 1. Here in round 2, he's at about 1:10 as he makes his way towards the front stretch. And it's going to be better. 1:17. 5 seconds faster for Slater. 1:17. He was third fastest. Excuse me. Second fastest, or fourth fastest, because he did hit it, or he did miss a barrier. Randy Cole of Springfield race fans. Randy Cole getting the directions, and he is going to get on the gas, and now the clock will start. 1:07 was Randy Cole's first time. Looking Cole doing a little bit of spin of the tires and that sharp right turn. That's what got some folks in practice as well as in round 1. And trouble going to strike for Randy Cole here on lap number 1. First lap is going to be about 36 seconds for Randy Cole. Getting sideways off of that, after the mud pit, slowed him down quite a bit. He's at 1 minute right now. What can he do? Oh! Gonna do some damage to the cone. And on the front stretch, 1:06. 1:06, so his actual time was 1:02 in the first round. So 1:06 is what it is going to amount to in round 2. 1:01, James Dethridge of Cottage Grove. He came to the thread's end of almost getting upside down in the slalom on the front stretch. .101 was lap 1. 59 seconds has been the best time so far. And there goes Deathridge. Through this along nicely, as well as making the right-hand turn now through the jumps. Bouncing about through the mud pit as he's come around for lap number 1. He's on pace, 30 seconds at the line. Can he shave that down a little bit? It's all going to come down to the jumps and exiting the mud pit more than anything. Is that going to slow him down? Getting caught up in the mud pit by just a skosh. He's at 51 seconds. 54 right now. Coming out of the final turn. 59 seconds. So that is tying the best so far. That was Tanton Swain at 59 seconds in round 1. What can he do for round number 2? Let's hear it, race fans, for Dave Tucker. All right, gonna get on the gas as the green flag waves. Knows what he's got to do. Dave Tucker, a little bit of trouble in that final slalom turn, but gathers it up, going through the mud pit. Coming out of the turn, is on track for a decent lap as he comes across the line. 33 seconds approximately. Dave Tucker continuing to pace about the obstacle course. That hard right-hand turn a little bit more difficult for the bigger built trucks. Through the mud pit, gets through that very quickly. Is that going to make up some time? He's at 58 seconds right now. What can he make of this run? And 103, ladies and gentlemen. That is second quick so far. Go faster here in round number 2. Tanton Swain, race fans. Getting the signal. And here we go. Was his first round run. What can he do for round number 2? Oh, and that is going to be probably the most severe hit of all, even counting the bait to pass, as the front of the racetrack moving into the earth. Looking pretty good so far. 34 seconds right now. Shave some seconds, and that's gonna hurt. Tanton Swain, the clock's still running here. We're at 49 seconds. Keeps it going though, finishing it out like a champ. And through the mud pit, it is gonna make it out the final corner. And Tanton Swain is going to come across the stripe at 1:13 race friends. How about it for Tanton finishing out his run? Sewing sponsored entry of Andrew Maui. The 84 of Eric Ashley from Jasper, the 69 of Rodney Carroll, the 70. Yeah. the racetrack. Once again, another game of cat and mouse here between Ashley, Maui, and now Foley. And Rodney Carroll is disabled. Here comes Foley and Ashley. And Foley's going to hit. Trying to chase Ashley down, but here comes Andrew Maui in the 49 car. And a hard hit. Ashley is standing strong. Here comes after Foley. Contact made. And the 69 of Carroll is still, that rear end is hung up on the front red barrier. So it is practically a triple threat match, but here comes Eric Ashley going to get the 69 possibly, and Carroll is up. Here's off the hook, and a hard hit between Maui and Ashley, and look at Maui's 49 car sustaining quite a bit of damage and some mechanical problems for the 69 of Rodney Carroll. Christian Foley in the 73, six, and another hit. And flat tire for the 49 of Andrew Maui, but that's not going to stop him. A lot of rear end damage to both cars. Christian Foley in the 73 is stopped. And the 69 of Carroll has retired. And Carroll's going to get the end in between Foley in the 73 and Ashley in the 84. And look out, shark in the water. The 49 of Andrew Maui. Here comes the alley-oop. And Eric Ashley has avoided disaster. Now Eric Ashley is going to get Andrew Maui and possibly Rodney Carroll here. As you can see, both the 69 and the 49. And we may have a winner here, race fans, out of Eric Ashley, as the 69 putting his hands up in the air. I believe the 73 of Foley is done. Not quite sure about the 49 of Foley.
I think that's over, folks. That was quick. Wow.
Maui is still alive.
Oh, two cars still running, Buck.
Eric Ashley has one more car left, but Andrew Maui is still alive in the 49 car. And he's still alive despite a flat right rear tire. Ashley is looking for that fatal blow, and it looks like the tire pressure on the right rear pretty much down on the 84 of Ashley's car. And a pretty hard hit. Looking for the final blow though. Ashley in the 84, the 49 of Maui. Now some distance, now some speed, and it's going to be a hell of a
That's got to take the radiator out, folks. I think they're hooked. They're hooked, Ben.
It looks like they're somewhat attached with one another as Eric Ashley, the tires are still spinning. Nothing coming out of the 49 of Maui, though. Maui hasn't given up yet, not seen any signals being given. I think he's just trying to get his car restarted. But there was a lot of steam coming out of the 49 car. Ashley and Maui trying to get detached. And despite the amount of hits that have been taken by the 84 car, Eric Ashley's machine is in decent condition, save for the trunk. That's quite a bit of cosmetic damage there, and that's gonna do it. Or do we have fire? Eric Ashley is still at a go on the 84 machine. As you can see, the bumpers trying to shake each other loose, and it's going to happen. Let's see what Maui can do here. Eric Ashley getting a good run at it. This may be it right here. Here comes Maui. Here comes Ashley at full knots. And it's going to get a good flow to the right front of the 49. Maui's still going. Andrew Maui of Tacoma, Washington, still alive. Not backing up now. And a pretty good hit to the 49 car. Eric Ashley is still going, and he's looking, and the checker flag is out. Eric Ashley is going to pick up the victory. And that's going to complete the piece to the treble as he won the backwards race along with the forwards race in the Demolition Derby. How about it, race fans, once again for all of our competitors this afternoon? Taking some victory laps.